So sorry about that, guys. At least we are back. So we were talking about the major causes of brain degeneration, and we talked about blood sugar imbalances. Sugar has a way of affecting your mind. And I remember one time Lucy telling me, my sister is called Lucy, she's a nurse. She was telling me that when you take a lot of sugar, it actually helps to kill some of the sensitive neurons that transmit messages in your mind. And you start getting a bit, you start losing your memory because of too much sugar. So sugar is not good for you. Environmental toxicity, when you talk about environmental toxicity, then you find that people might think it's out there, but it starts in your house. I'm sure most of us cook with aluminum pots and pans, and that tends to affect your mind. When you boil water, you find that that water will be laced with aluminum. And when you drink it, it goes to affect your mind. And that is one of the causes of Alzheimer's disease as you grow older. Sedentary lifestyle, when you drive to work, sit there, do your job, drive back home or use a boda, then you find that it becomes a challenge. You start losing your mind because you're not exercising, blood is not flowing properly, oxygen is not moving in your body, it's not moving to your brain, and that can actually affect your mind. Now, chronic stress and poor sleep patterns, that one definitely has a direct link to mental health. If you're not sleeping enough, the mind needs to rest and you need to get up and you feel energetic. If you don't sleep the required 6 to 7 hours a day, then you find that fatigue starts seeping in. You may start becoming forgetful, and it can lead to depression. Now, chronic infections, when we get into medical situations, there's some diseases that can actually affect your mind, meningitis being one of them. So these are some of the major causes of brain degeneration. Now let's move on there and just see, get into the topic a little bit and see what are some of the interventions that we can do. What are some of the nutritional things that you can undertake to actually sort out your mind? So let's look at it, how to improve your mind. Daily physical activity in your routine is very, very important. Stay mentally active. That's also quite important for you. Socialize regularly. Don't be a lone ranger. One of the things that happens when you keep to yourself too much, you tend to, like they say, overthink. And when you're thinking too much, then you start getting pressure in you, and that can actually, you become a recluse. And that is actually a prelude to depression, and it can actually negatively affect your mind. Socialization is important, definitely. Play games like bridge or Scrabble. That will help your mind to be active. Get organized, very, very important. If you're disorganized, that will give you stress and it will affect your mind. Sleep well, we've already talked about that. Eat a healthy diet. Now we are going to get into that a little bit to see what is a healthy diet. Manage chronic diseases. We are talking about diabetes, we are talking about high blood pressure. If they are well managed, then it will mean that now your mind can be able to function properly. You won't start getting memory lapses due to sugar levels being too high or too low, that kind of thing. Now, let's look at some of the natural interventions that you can use to take care of your mind. The diet you take in is very, very important, and some of the foods that you need to eat to actually have a healthy mind are the leafy green vegetables. The whole grains are very, very important. Chocolate, black chocolate is very important. Fish, the story about fish and the mind has been with us for many, many years. We all know about it. We know that most doctors have their name starting with O, and it's not by accident, it's because of the diet. Fish is recommended 3 to 4 times a week. So the question is, how much fish are you eating? The truth is, most of us don't eat enough fish, nearly enough, because of the cost and many other factors. Then carbohydrates, very important. Green tea, also very important in your diet. Water. Now, water is important simply because 70% of our bodies are made up of water. And what I've found is whenever I have a migraine, whenever I have a headache, and I take a liter of water, the headache disappears. So before I pop in a Panadol or I pop in a painkiller, I swallow a liter of water and the headache disappears. Mainly because when you get dehydrated, then you find that you start getting a headache. So it's very important to take enough water to stay hydrated, so that you can be able to maintain a healthy mind. Fruits, blueberries, very important, rich in flavonoids. Coffee, I know many people, the story about coffee and being healthy has for a long time been known. Then the other thing, when we look at now our company, Neolife, Neolife gives a solution as far as maintaining a healthy mindset is concerned. And we start off with the founder of Neolife. It's called Jerry Brasfield. Jerry had asthma at a young age. He used the Neolife products. They worked for him. He got excited and he realized he can touch many people's lives with our products. And that is when he actually engaged what we call the Scientific Advisory Board. This is a board of scientists that actually ensures that the products we deal with are healthy. They don't have any side effects, and they will do what we say they will do. You find that all our products of Neolife will have what we call an SAB sticker, which actually means that the product is vouched for by our scientists, that this product can actually do what it promises to do. Now, Neolife has interventions in so many areas of life. Memory is one of them. Maintaining a sharp mind is one of them. We have many other areas that we give solutions to, and the diagram there tells you a little bit about it. The Neolife difference is that our products are 100% natural and organic. So they don't have any negative side effects. And I can tell you, I am a married man with 4 children. My kids started using the Neolife products when they were 1 day old. That's how safe the products are. I always say that any product that you can give a 1 day old baby and they survive, that definitely is a good product, is a product that can be used by anybody across the board. So
sorry, Fred. Sorry, Fred. It seems your slides are not moving again. We are at foods that improve memory and brain function. Was there something after that?
Yes, definitely. Yes, we went from that. We went to talking about the founder, Jerry Brasfield. I think there's a problem with my slides today.
I think they're just moving a bit slowly, but they're moving. Now I think the one we are moving from the founder story, I think now we are moving to the other one, but they're moving very slowly. I know maybe that's what Patricia is saying. Now we're on the wellness.
Yes, I think they are moving, but they are quite slow. Sorry, just bear with me on this. They've picked up a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about our diet, because diet is a key. Diet is a key as far as your mental health is concerned. There's a way we are supposed to be eating according to World Health Organization. And if you look at the pyramid on the left, it talks about physical activity and weight management being very, very important at the base of your pyramid. Then eating a lot of whole grains on a daily basis, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, little proteins and little fats and sugars. That's how you're supposed to eat. In fact, as far as fat is concerned, a teaspoon of fat and a teaspoon of sugar is enough for you. If it is protein, you're supposed to eat at least your weight in protein. If you eat 50 kilos, then you need to eat 50 grams of proteins a day. If you come right down to it, those are like 2-3 pieces of meat right there. In fact, I remember Dr. Fatma sharing and telling us that a quarter kilo of meat should be eaten by 12 men. And that to me was a revelation right there. And she went on to share and say that if you eat a quarter kilo of nyama choma, you are the same as somebody who has smoked 64 cigarettes. Now that was a rude awakening for me. We are not saying nyama choma is bad, but you need to have these statistics so that you know what you're doing. So if you're eating your nyama choma on a daily basis, then you and the smoker, somebody who smokes 3-4 cigarettes a day, then you're actually the same and you are bound to get the same lifestyle diseases. So you need to do this in moderation. The truth of the matter is that we do it the other way around. If you look at the pyramid on the right, fats and sugars is what we eat the most, meat on a daily basis. In fact, right now we are at month end. So when month end comes, there's meat. Meat will only disappear from the plate as the money disappears from the pocket, not because of health, but because the money is not there. But so long as the money is there, we eat meat almost on a daily basis. Now, one thing about proteins is that it's recommended that, especially red meat, you should take it at least 3 times a week at the max. But that's not the way we eat it. We eat it on a daily basis, and that becomes very, very challenging. Now, proteins have a lot of toxins. They have a lot of uric acid. They have a lot of cholesterol. So they bring in a lot of challenges to your body. Now, if you're eating white meat, that is white meat, we are talking about fish and kienyeji chicken, specifically kienyeji, traditional chicken, the one that you have chased. Now, that is good protein. But now, if you're eating broiler chicken, then you're asking for trouble. If you're eating a lot of red meat has a lot of antibiotics, which actually brings in other problems in your body. Then fruits and vegetables, we don't eat nearly enough. Whole grains we eat when we can't avoid. And when you're eating the other way around and you're not having a lot of physical activity, then you actually end up resembling the guy in the center with his Coca-Cola and his burger and pizza. And people say, this guy looks wealthy, he looks healthy, he looks strong. But the truth of the matter is that his food, his idea of food is not good. It's actually bringing him a lot of problems. And later in life, he's bound to develop lifestyle diseases because of that diet. So what can you do? What is the solution? What solution do we have that can actually enable you to live a longer, healthier life? Now, one thing is for sure, it is not easy to eat the pyramid the right way up. Like right now it's on the right, it's not easy. And again, the timing element, if you're working in town and you don't have time to look for a balanced diet even at lunchtime. So how can you survive? What can you do? And this is where Neolife comes in and gives a solution in terms of supplementation, because you find that the supplements that we have will actually bridge the gap between what you're supposed to be eating and what you are actually eating. And our company came up with a product we call Pro Vitality Plus. Pro Vitality Plus is actually comprised on the items that are recommended on the food pyramid. When you take the Pro Vitality Plus, it means that you are eating your food pyramid the right way up. It starts off with TNN. Remember the base, we said it has to be whole grain. Then we have carotenoid complex, which are the fruits and vegetables. Carotenoid has 9 different types of fruits and vegetables in it. And when you take it, you find that in 20 days, it boosts your immunity by about 37% above normal. We have omega-3 salmon oil plus, which lowers inflammation in your body by 68% within a month. Then we have the essential vitamin and mineral complex. So when you get the Pro Vitality pack, it's actually a value pack. It is 4-in-1. You have those 4 items in one. And when you take it, one of the benefits that you get is that you become very, very energetic. I have clients who have used the Pro Vitality Plus, and they tell me the first benefit they get is that they have a lot of energy because it helps blood to flow smoothly. It helps you to deal with fatigue. And you find that at the end of the day, you have a full day. You can perform, you can do your work, and in the evening, you're still feeling you have good reserves of energy, and you're able to tackle your evening duties in the house without really being stressed out. So Pro Vitality is one of our key products in our company. It's one of our fastest moving products that we have in our company. And let's look at the individual products now. TNN. TNN is one of the products that we saw in the Pro Vitality Plus. The basic work of TNN is to ensure that your cells are functioning properly so that now nutrients can get in and waste can get out. And that is a function of whole grains. And that's why, according to the food pyramid, you're supposed to be getting whole grains or eating whole grains on a daily basis. But the truth of the matter is we don't do that. We only eat githeri and basically whole grains when we can't avoid, you know, like when you travel up country and there's githeri there, then you eat it. But you won't find, especially nowadays with our kids, if you cook githeri or whole grains, or you cook brown ugali, chances are high you might end up eating it yourself because the kids will not be interested because it doesn't look good. It doesn't taste as good as what they are used to. But whole grains are important. Now, what you're saying is this: since the children, since even you yourself may not even have time to get that whole grain, then TNN comes in very, very handy to ensure that your cells are functioning properly. Remember that your mind is made up of cells. So when you take TNN, even the cells in your mind will actually be healthy, and they'll function the way God intended them to function. And you find that your mind will start functioning properly. If you're getting in any other nutrient, any other food that you're taking in, then your mind will be able to absorb the nutrients from that particular food because the cells are functioning properly, because our bodies are made up of cells. And so TNN becomes the basic product that we recommend for a healthy mind. And again, it helps you to deal with fatigue. The second product is omega-3 salmon oil plus. Now, omega-3 has been known to actually feed the cells of the mind. In fact, they say that omega-3 oils are actually the food of the brain. The food of the brain is omega-3. And that is why you see that most of the doctors come from Western Kenya, because in Western Kenya, they tend to eat a lot of whole grains, a lot of fish. And because of eating a lot of fish, they have a lot of omega-3 oils, and they're able to perform very well in class. So what are some of the benefits of omega-3? It supports normal growth and development. It also supports your immune function. It helps you to have a youthful brain function. It actually helps to reduce inflammation around the body. And it has all the 8 omega-3 oils. It is clinically tested and proven. It is actually ultra pure. So this is a product that I actually gave my children. In fact, when they were 1 day old, I actually gave them omega-3 as a first product that they actually started on. Now, the next product that is important for your mind is called Mind Enhancement Complex. Mind Enhancement Complex. Now, Mind Enhancement Complex has many, many tremendous benefits. The first benefit is that it actually optimizes mental performance for enhanced memory, focused concentration, and clear thinking, and also what we call prompt recall. Key benefits, it has 7 herbs which are actually very important for proper mind development. And we are talking about gotu kola, red sage, rosemary, sweet basil, thyme. These are herbs that are important for a healthy functioning mind, and they are comprised in the mind enhancement. Now, I can tell you, I've had very exciting results with people who have actually taken mind enhancement. I remember a gentleman who could not even, he used to come to town, park his car, and forget where he had parked his car. He could not even remember where his properties were. Things had gotten so bad. he had to be locked in the house because if he left the house, he couldn't remember to go back home. He would be eating a meal and he would put the spoon and he wondered, he forgets that he's actually eating a meal, the food pours on the ground. But after taking mind enhancement, this gentleman actually recovered and started functioning properly. And that was an amazing, amazing testimony that I found. So mind enhancement is an amazing, amazing product. Another benefit that I find about mind enhancement is that for people who have a challenge in terms of impotence or poor function as a man, you find that when they take mind enhancement, they also get to function properly. And this I found with one of my clients who was taking mind enhancement for a different reason, but he found that he started functioning properly as a man, and he was very, very excited about mind enhancement. Another product is called vitamin B complex. B complex is responsible for healthy nerves. And nerves usually transmit messages to the mind and from the mind. And it's important for you to have enough vitamin B in your body. Our vitamin B is sustained release. It has all the 8 B vitamins in it. And sustained release means that when you take a tablet in the morning, it is in your system for the next 8 hours. Yeah. And it actually helps you to deal with stress, to have energy in your body, and basically helps your mind to function properly. So vitamin B is amazing. It's an antioxidant as well. And it helps to prevent you against cancer. Another product that is very important for the proper functioning of your mind is called calcium magnesium. Calcium magnesium. Calcium magnesium actually helps to give you a very good night's sleep. You take 3 tablets before going to bed in the evening, and you'll sleep like a baby. You'll wake up feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready for action. Now, you remember what you said about stress and lack of sleep. When you lack sleep, then you affect your mind negatively. But when you take calcium, magnesium, you're guaranteed that you'll be able to sleep very well like a baby. You'll wake up feeling energetic, and you'll have a very good day. Something else about CalMag is that it ensures normal blood pressure. It ensures optimal nerve function, and also muscle function. So CalMag is important. This is one of the products that I gave my mom because of high blood pressure, and we were able to sort that particular challenge. And it actually helped to calm her pressure. It's a product, even to date, this is one of the products that I really make sure that she has. It's also good for arthritis. It's good for proper functioning of the joints. So as you're growing older, definitely calcium becomes very important. For ladies, because of menses, you need calcium because you lose a lot of calcium because of your menses. Now, another exciting product that we have that helps you to deal with stress is called Aloe Vera Plus. Now, Aloe Vera Plus is a mysterious product. I mean, nobody knows why it heals, but it heals. In fact, when you take our Aloe Vera Plus, it's very sweet, very yummy, tastes like Coca-Cola. It helps. The first thing, when you take it, you're advised to gargle it in your mouth, slosh it around the mouth, then swallow it. Wherever it touches, it heals. From your mouth, your throat, your stomach, you find that it sorts you out. So things like ulcers, gas in the belly, you are having sleepless nights, Aloe Vera Plus will sort you out. I used to use Aloe Vera Plus for my babies for colic and to help them to sleep well at night. It's very good for dealing with stress. So if you're in a stressful job, you can keep it chilled in the fridge, come home, get a tot, drink it, and it actually helps you to relax and deal with the stress that you've experienced during the day. So it has so many other benefits in it, Aloe Vera Plus. And the key thing to remember is that wherever it touches, it heals. If you have a lot of indigestion in your stomach, if you have constipation, then Aloe Vera Plus will sort you out. If you take a tot per day, you find that it flushes out the system and you're able to the system is able to be cleaned out. Another product that is important, especially as far as energy is concerned, is called the Neolife tea. Neolife tea. Now, this is a new product that came in not so long ago in Neolife, and it's an amazing product. It helps you to burn excess fat in your body. I use it a lot when I see my belly is becoming too big. You know, one thing that I came to learn from Neolife and from the medics that you have in Neolife is that the size of your belly will determine how close you are to diabetes. If you find that your belly is big, is getting bigger and bigger, then you're getting closer and closer to prostate problems as well as diabetes. And when you take Neolife tea, it helps you to burn your belly, especially the belly region. I use it a lot, and I find that when I start using it, my wife does not allow me to finish it because she says I've become too small. So it's something, if you want to burn some kilos from your body, if you want energy, if you find that you're always tired and you need something extra. And the good thing is that you just take a teaspoon, put it together with your tea, drink it, and you find that your energy levels just spike up. The only thing we tell you is that don't take it in the evening because you won't be able to sleep very well. Yeah, but take it in the morning and you find that your day will be full of energy and you'll have a very successful day. Sorry. Now let's look at our children. What do we need to give our children? Now we are heading to third term. Actually, we're on third term. Yes, the kids are doing an exam in March of this year. And this is a time that if you're here and you're a parent, you need to really pay close attention to this particular program, because I believe you've been paying school fees for 7 years or 8 years or 4 years, depending on which class your child is. And you spent a lot of money and you'd like that child to perform well in that particular exam. Now, the combination for you to help your child to perform well is right on your screen. If you have a phone, you can take a screenshot. We have the salmon oil, we have Vital Squares, we have mind enhancement. This combination is amazing, amazing for children. Vital Squares is equivalent to the 3NN. It has minerals, and it has something we call inositol, which is very good for the proper functioning of the mind for the kid to be sharp. Salmon oil, we've talked about it. Mind enhancement, we've talked about it. This program, I've given it to so many people, including my own niece, who ended up performing very well in school because of this product. My own kids, I have a candidate this year, I had a candidate last year. They use these products and they always top in their class. So it's a program that works. And if you're here and you're a parent, then this is a product that you need, this combination of products, you need to get it for yourself, for your children, so that they can actually optimize their performance as far as this year's exams are concerned. It doesn't make sense to spend all the school fees to try and get the kid to perform well in school, pay for tuition, do all manner of things, and then the kid doesn't perform well. And there is something that they can actually use that can be an intervention to actually ensure that they're able to remember everything that they've been taught in class, and also be energetic and not fatigued because of the stress that comes with exams. Now, another product that is important for your mind is called CoQ10. CoQ10. Now, CoQ10 is amazing. One of the challenges that you'll find is that as people get older, they are usually unable to stay focused for a very long period of time. If you go for a meeting, if you look at our parliament, for example, you find that most parliamentarians are usually asleep or just about to go to sleep or waking up. That's where they are. And it is because of something that the body stops producing, which is called CoQ10. CoQ10 is produced by your body. And so long as you're eating fresh fruits and vegetables, the body produces CoQ10. But the moment you actually reach the age of 50, or if you're not eating enough fresh fruits and vegetables, the production of CoQ10 in your body goes down by more than 50%. And that means that you you are always fatigued. You can't sit through a class and focus. Your energy levels go down. Your internal organs are also impaired and they stop functioning at peak levels. I'm talking about your kidney, your liver, your heart, your brain. They actually slow down. And when you get CoQ10 into your diet, when you start taking CoQ10, then you find that now your body picks up and you become more alert. Your kidney starts functioning properly. In fact, for a long time, people have been asking me, what can I give for somebody who has renal failure or whose kidneys are not functioning properly, whose pancreas is not functioning properly? CoQ10 does it for me. And when you take CoQ10, definitely your body actually will function the way God intended it to function. So CoQ10 will also help in proper functioning of your, of course, cognitive health, your cardiovascular health, as it strengthens the functioning of the heart. So there you have it. When you have a healthy mind, you have a healthy body. When you have a healthy brain, you are able to function properly. You're able to assert yourself on this life. You're able to produce, and you'll be a happier person. But Neolife does not just deal with the mind alone, like I said earlier. We have so many other interventions, talk about weight management, digestive health, sugar, balancing sugar levels, fertility for both men and women, libido issues for men and women as well. You don't need to take chemicals to function like a man. We have a solution right here in Neolife. If you're struggling to get a child, or you know somebody who's struggling to get a child, in Neolife, we have a solution that can actually be able to, they can use and be able to get sorted out. We also have products even for the farm, Supergrow, that when you spray on your farm, you find that you're able to get double and even triple the harvest that you're getting before. So we do have several interventions in Neolife that actually work for us. Now, before I go any further, I want to invite one of our great leaders in Neolife. This is a lady who joined us recently in Neolife. I say recently because personally I've been here for many, many years. Those who know my story, I joined in 1996, so I've been here for a while. But this lady joined us recently and she's doing a fantastic job. She's actually doing it so well. And she's a lady who has achieved a lot within a very short span of time. And she actually proves that the business does work and work very well if you work hard at it. So I want to invite Grace to come up and just share with us. Grace, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me, Fred?
Your voice is very faint, Grace. Probably you need to come closer to the mic.
And now, can you hear me?
No, your voice is still very low. I don't know whether it's only me, but your voice seems to be pretty low. Not yet. Are you using headphones or what are you doing? Because headphones sometimes can let you down.
Can you hear me now?
I can see you, but your voice is still faint.
Fred, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but the voice is a bit faint. I don't know what could be the issue.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Patricia, are you able to hear loud and clear? Because on my side, she sounds very faint.
And now I'm still down. You can't hear me?
You're very faint. You're using your phone?
Just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Okay. So let's give her a minute or so as she sorts out her, I think there was a problem with the voice on her side.
Fred, can you hear me now? I don't know. Can you hear me? You are, kindly unmute yourself, Fred. It seems Gladys Njura can hear me. Fred, you are muted.
Yes, Grace, we can hear you. You can proceed.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Okay, thank you so much, Fred, for such an awesome training. And for me, you are part of our sub here in East Africa, the Scientific Advisory Board. Thank you for your awesome, you train from the heart. And I'm saying that Kenya, Africa, and all of us are so blessed to have you, Fred. And thank you for this opportunity. I want to say hi to everyone joining us this evening. My name is Grace Chege, and I'm a mother and I'm married to Caesar. This opportunity found me 8 years ago. Next month, from tomorrow, it will be my birthday in Neolife. I joined in 2014, end of February. And the reason why I joined this opportunity is because I needed extra income. Today, we've heard about health. And for me, I'm a trained HR, and currently I'm also doing consultancy. And so I joined this opportunity on part-time. And the day I attended the first meeting, if you are here like a guest, even me, they started with health. They talked about health. I remember very well. Then they talked about the opportunity. And for me, I saw the opportunity. And I started off, I really didn't connect well with the products. But for me, because my why was very strong, at that time in my life, we were going through a crisis. My husband was unwell. I'm going to share about that later. And so I had become the only breadwinner. So when they said that this is an opportunity that someone can do this on part-time, I said, wow. And I listened to the stories that day of different speakers that were there. And they said, I was really encouraged by the people that were doing it on part-time. And especially even my sponsors by that time, they were doing this business on part-time. So I was very, very happy, but I didn't know how to start. But I had this great need of finances. I remember very well when my husband started getting ill, he was still providing, but I remember after like almost 1 year down the line, I was doing everything. So I want you to picture me with my salary. My salary was good, working for a private organization as a HR. So everything was okay until now, that time. And this is a wake-up call to all of us on this call, that when you're thinking that you're standing so strong, especially I've found employed people ignoring and just being comfortable in a salary. And let me tell you, even today, I remember we were being told in church today that when you think, when you're just there so comfortable, be very careful. You need to come to a higher ground, even where there are challenges. So this opportunity found me on a higher ground where I had extreme challenges of money. And I can tell you by end month, my salary was not there, and many, many issues, especially I can tell you when you have a sick person, you're going to the hospital on and off, the insurance gets off, and you have to rely, sometimes on borrowing. So I was hungry. I was hungry to change our life that time. And I remember I started off. And for me, I always say I'm a product of training, because I started attending training. I started off, and I want to say, especially the first day when I attended the meeting, I went home, I shared with my husband the opportunity, and he said no. He told me, Grace, what is that you're joining? We are looking for money. At that time, we were looking for money to go to India for his health issues that I'm going to talk about later. And today I can tell you today he has recovered, but I can tell you he never said yes. But me, why did I say yes? Because the picture that I saw that day kept coming on my mind, and I saw possibility. For me, I saw possibility. So I started off, I remember very well, I had to go 8 to 5, a lot of sacrifice. I'm at work. And I have been doing this business on part-time. So I'm here to tell everybody, yes, you can do it on part-time. So I remember very well, because me, I really knew that if I get connected to training, I will get to understand. And that for me really helped me. I remember I moved from a distributor to a senior manager in a few days. And how did I do this? I just focused on, for me, I want you to picture me. I'd not use supplements.
I was not believing in supplements, and me as Grace had never been sick. So there was this kind of notion was like, am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? Those doubts were coming to me. But let me tell you, the more I went to training, the more I got connected with this business. I remember when I became a senior manager, my first check was about $12, about Kenya shillings 1,400. And for me, that one opened my mind. And I was so excited. And I still went to share the check with my husband, and he was not excited at all. And he didn't care about the business. But guess what? I continued because my drive was there and my focus to do this business was amazing. I am so, so excited to tell you that I worked out the business, and I had seen people with checks even over 100,000, 50,000. And for me, I got trained. I got to understand how to share this opportunity. My biggest challenge was selling. I thought that I've come here to sell the products, but I was told, no, you don't have to be a salesman, Grace. You don't have to be a saleswoman. You can be able to share this opportunity by sharing your story. And so I remember my favorite product when I joined was Calmag. And let me tell you, I had a back issue that was not so, it was not so severe. And Calmag was able to sort the problem. So I kept sharing my small story. And I remember along the way, my husband started using the products. He was not so excited about it, but he started seeing some results. And I remember when I became a director, and I went home and I shared with him that now we are directors. And I didn't just share with him, I showed him the check. And the check for director, that time in 2014, my first check as a director was Kenya shillings 58,000. That's over 500 US dollars on part-time. And this is just by sharing the opportunity with other people. And I started forming a team and I began to build my organization. And this was on part-time. I was so excited, my friends. I want you to see, I came in here, we had debts, we had issues of money, and sometimes even issues of small monies. Getting stressed because you don't have 2,000 shillings, getting stressed because you don't have 5,000, getting stressed because you don't have enough money to pay the house girl. And let me tell you, this check came in handy. And I just immersed myself to more training. I always tell people, no training, no success. And I remember very well, in only 11 months, we became world team leaders. And when we became directors, my husband started seeing the business. He saw the money, he saw the opportunity, and he believed. And we became Sapphire directors in only 11 months in this business, and we started traveling the world. For me, the benefits of traveling the world were mentioned when I came to this business. It was too far-fetched. I was not interested. I was seeing traveling the world is for big people. And for me, I came here with a dream of just earning Kenya shillings 10,000. It's okay, you can start with a small dream. That was my dream. But I want you to see that in 11 months, I was earning over 80,000 on part-time. I never quit my job. And so this is an opportunity that you can do on part-time comfortably. All I did, I changed my habits. Today, one of the things that I've seen with people, they're having bad habits. That's why sometimes they're economically challenged because they want to watch the TV the whole day. They want to go to every wedding. They want to go to every funeral. They want to they won't adjust to their lives that is making them really feel sad, but they want money. Today, I always talk to people and tell people, if you want to make money, you have to adjust to good habits. You have to adjust your discipline. And I remember sacrifice came along because sometimes, I'm at work, I'm under boss. But guess what? In the evening, I'll remain in the office up to 8 o'clock. That means sometimes my son was not seeing me. Sometimes, I'll get home late and I still have a sick husband. So I want you to look at that situation. But my dream and my focus to change my financial situation was so big. I was hungry. And hunger came by me realizing that I had to support other people. And that is how my business has grown. Now today I'm talking about having business in 11 countries. Today I can tell you, if I talk about international business, Neolife. I remember when I first got my kit, and my kit was launched, and I was told, Grace, you have an opportunity to build an international business right from your home. It never came into my mind that it could happen. But friends, it's happening to me. I can tell you, these are very sad times that I've seen people lose their jobs, lose their livelihoods. But this is a time that has come to me, and I'm truly grateful to God. I'm humbled in the eyes of God to see the Neolife opportunity, what it has done to me, and not only to me, but to my entire team, Team Power International, across the world. Today, I'm here to tell you that the business that was introduced to me, the business that was just, my friends looked at me and told me, Grace, you're selling supplements, you're selling madawa. They never understood. But today, I remember today in church, I was with one of my friends who told me no. And she's still a good friend of mine. Don't make enemies with people when they say no. And today she told me, Grace, you know what? I want to talk to you. I really need to see you. I need you to tell me about this business. And I told her, okay, you remember I told you when I was joining. She told me, Grace, I never believed. But today, how I see you on Facebook, how I see you traveling, the lives you're transforming, I see this is a real business because, Grace, I know you've been here for long. What am I trying to say? Please, if you're a distributor, if you're a senior manager, if you're a director, stay on course. Stay on course because people are going to see. So today, I just don't have to say so much about how I've traveled and the money I'm getting. Today, I have been able to transform my life. In only 2 years in this business, we're able to buy our first car. Today, we are investing in different things in real estate. Today, I can tell you, I am excited about the person I have become. Today, in every month, no month passes, my check is over $2,700 every month. And sometimes I just work from home. But this is where you are taught working smart and you work as a team. Today, as we look at the issue of memory, I just want to bring you back to my husband's story. And I remember one of the things we were told very early before the doctor said he has a nerve problem. My husband was told that, he has migraine. And let me tell you today, if you know what migraine is, it is beyond a headache. It's too painful. And he was taking 3 to 6 painkillers in a day, Panadols. 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs. I want you to look at this. And this is what got him so sick because painkillers are dangerous. They got into his system. And I remember even by the time we were going to India, the situation was worse. His nerves were failing. He could not be able to hear. He could not be able to do so much. He could not be able to have a balance. So I just want to talk about the solution of Neolife in his life. Today, his story is very long, but I can tell you I'm excited to talk about these products because today my husband is no longer sick. There was a day I was telling Fred and I had a real headache and I was telling my husband, oh, I think I need a painkiller. And he told me, he was just laughing at me. He's off painkillers completely. He doesn't take them. And this is the power of Neolife products. When you talk about CalMag and omega-3 salmon, when you talk about the products we've been shared, I can tell you, be a faithful user of the products. I want to say here that because my husband's issue was very complicated, it never went down in a day. And I remember even after coming back from India, most of the people, there are some people here who came to see him at Nairobi West Hospital. He was still very sick. But I remember even as he was there, I was still giving him these products. Be patient because our products are not painkillers. They don't work in a day. But step by step, today we are talking about somebody who is no longer sick. Blood pressure was one of the things that came along with these issues of the nerves and migraine. And so I am here to tell you, you can start small issues. Our system, the way we've been told, you get sick, through yourself. And for me, I was telling my husband, I think one of the products that has really cleaned his cells is Trienen, because in this house, we are faithful users of Trienen. So you can see how these products have come a long way to sort the problem. When you talk about vitamin B complex, sometimes I remember he could not be able to sleep on one side, he could just be able to sleep on one side, the other, there's a lot of pain and the headache and the migraine. And I can tell you, I cannot be able to explain the kind of pain he was. And I saw it right then. Actually, I was telling Fred, You know, I just thank God that I never even went to depression myself, because when you live with a sick person, you become sick yourself. And that is why I'm truly grateful to God, not only for this product, but actually even for the teamwork, and even for me, the HR, to come and understand the power of these products. So today I can say so much about my product, my husband, but today he's no longer sick. And when I look even at our son was born with a condition, and he had when he was born, I remember he was on oxygen for some time, for some days, and he developed adenoids, and he was always sickly. And when he started taking Vitaguts and omega-3 salmon, today one of the sharp students at the school where my son's school is him, Gabriel. So today, when I look, and I remember even the teacher was telling me, you know, the teachers do their best, of course, and you know, God is there, but I can tell you these products. One of the things that my son loves, our son loves, is these products. He chews. Actually, me, I just swallow omega-3 with water, but our son just chews all the products. He's okay, even to chewing 3 omegas, and he loves the products. So I want to say, introduce these products at an early age. I have this story that is a sad story that came out very sweet in the long run. I have this teacher, and this teacher is a friend of mine. And she told me, when we met, she had not told me her full story, but when we began to become friends, when we became friends, she told me, Grace, you see, I don't remember sometimes that I have a bank account in this bank, and sometimes I fail to remember so many things. So I told her, you are still in the civil service and you're teaching children. She told me, even now, it's only that now the principal is really covering me. But Grace, sometimes I forget when I'm teaching, and I forget even the lessons I have. And we are not talking about somebody with 60 or nearing 60. By that time, she was 50. And this is the journey I started with this lady. And this lady, after taking mind enhancement, you know, I was, even when she explained to me her situation, I was feeling like it's a bit very sad. And I told her, I want you to start with mind enhancement and omega-3. And she used mind enhancement for 3 months consecutively, I remember, and Calmag and omega-3 salmon. And she called me, and you know, she used to be my client, and she's still my client. But today I can tell you, she is approaching her 60s. I think she's about 50, 57 now. And this lady is not using mind enhancement as often. But what I want to tell you today, this lady, I think she could have gone down to dementia or memory loss. Today, I want to share with everybody on this call. Talk to people, share with them these stories, because that lady today, I don't think if she could have her memory loss, have her memory with her. Today, I'm very happy because when we talk, she tells me, Grace, do you remember even the way I used to forget whether you sent me the supplements? Sometimes I used to tell her, I sent yesterday. And because I was sending all the products all the way to Nyeri, she tells me, but did you tell me you sent? I tell her, I told you I sent. And, you know, I really used to understand her. And today she's approaching her 60s and she doesn't have that problem. I have another story of another boy, and this boy has a condition, and he is in Kakamega, and this boy, 2 years ago, he was on top in KCP in Kakamega. I met the mother when I started my business in Kakamega, and she told me about her son. And she told me, Grace, because of the condition my son has, sometimes even the teachers are coming home, and even I don't know, this is an year of exam. I don't know what to expect about my son. And I remember I told her about mind enhancement. I told her about omega-3. I told her, because the son was really obese, I told her about Neolife shake, and she was even struggling to buy the products. But guess what? I was so excited. I was so excited when she called me. She didn't only call me, she shared with me the results of the son. This boy had over 400 marks. I was so excited. So today, our business is not just about selling products. Our business is not about making money or traveling the world. I've traveled the world. This year I'm looking at Europe, but our business is about an opportunity that transforms lives. And not only our lives, but the people around us, the community, our friends, our relatives, and people around us. And, you know, this is what Neolife is all about. Our mission is making the world a healthier and happier place. So today, as we talk about managing stress and being happy and developing a sharp memory, I have so many stories. Recently, one of my downlines told me, Grace, I had this client who never wanted to use a coin. You know, you will find a client telling you, and this product, and this product, and this is how much, and this is how much. And my downline was telling me, Grace, I had to settle for mind enhancement. She said she can't buy omega-3, and she refused completely to buy another product. And so this lady, she bought only mind enhancement. And my downline was so excited. She was calling me in the night around 11. Then I asked her, okay, tell me what's happening. She told me, you know what, Grace, that client who had given me sleepless nights, she was not ready to buy any product. She was even skeptical, but initially she bought the mind enhancement. Today she's telling me, nataka ingine, I want another one and another one and another one. So, you know, it's not that people really don't have money, but I will tell you, when people use our products, they get to believe, and these are the stories that we are sharing today. I'm very excited to share this evening. I have more stories I can share. I am so excited about what is happening because of Neolife. And thank you so much, Fred, for this opportunity. Back to you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Grace. As usual, you've done it. You've outdone yourself. That was a powerful, powerful testimony. Guys, you've had it. You've had it from the best. She has a lot of stories, and she has really made a big difference in people's lives as far as these products are concerned. And I can assure you, when you go out there to share these products with people, just do it with confidence, because you can never go wrong with these products. These are not products that you will be trying, and you won't be the first one. You know, sometimes, especially if you're a new person, you wonder, is this person going to feel well? Is this person feel that I took their money and the product didn't work? From those stories, from that testimony from Grace, from the information you've had on this call, have the confidence that if it can work for us, if it can work for the people that we have talked about, it can also work for you. It can also work for your client. But I just want to mention that invest in yourself. Buy the mind enhancement, buy omega-3 for yourself. You may not have a failing memory, but these products are not just for sick people. They are for healthy people so that we can stay healthy. And for us distributors, we need to be our own best customers. So start by buying the products for yourself. Start using the products. If you're a guest here on this call, ask the person who invited you, how can I join Neolife? How can I become a distributor? Because it is better to become a distributor and be shopping for yourself, because you buy it at a cheaper price. And one day you may decide to pick it up and run with it as a business, and it will end up giving you some exciting income. You've heard of Grace. She's been here, like I said, for a few years, but she's doing very well with a huge business. And that proves to you that it can be done. It can happen for you, that you can start it off as a part-time business. Grace was a very busy HR, but she's built a phenomenal business. It can also happen to you. So if you're there and you have some dreams, you have some issues that you want to achieve in your life, you have things that you want to accomplish, but the money that you're getting is not enough, and you've been looking for a side hustle, then this is it. You found it. Don't look any further. Just partner with Neolife, become a distributor. Becoming a distributor, the person who invited you will tell you, but it costs you less than $100 to become a distributor. And from there, now you can start growing your business, and the rest will be history. So guys, we've come to the end of our session. I'm truly excited to be here and to be your host. And I believe that we have shared, I believe that you've been able to learn something new, something that you can apply in your life. But my message to you guys is, don't keep this information to yourself. Share it with somebody else. There's somebody out there. Remember, we're on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. the information you've just received can make a difference in somebody's life. So don't keep it to yourself, share this information, and let us change people's lives together. Others, it was great having you on board. God bless you. Have a restful Sunday evening, and we'll see you again next Sunday when we'll be tackling a different part of health. Thank you so much, and goodbye.